Well, how y'all doing? Derby Jack here. Well, this is to all the high and mighty people who are in the, the upper echelon bloodlines, people who are in government who make more than six figures, and people in high society. You know who you are. I want to apologize for being alive. That's right. I apologize that I'm poor. I apologize that, I personally have lived in the streets and I've been, but I'm no longer so, but I do apologize because I'm probably one step closer to going down. And if I get out in the streets and make the streets look bad because I'm out there and maybe I have to have a tent, I know you guys don't want that in America anymore. We got to make America great. We can't have eyesores like homelessness and people who look ratty. People should be dressed. People should be able to wear clothes that look good. I mean, maybe I should have a brand new derby because this one's getting kind of, beat up. I don't want to be an eyesore in the America of the privileged. Those people who, whether they're white or black, don't care if they're in the upper echelon, but if they're white or black, they can demonize people who are white and black who are poor. I don't want to get in the way with that, get in the way of that, because you guys are the leaders. You people are the future. You people who the idiot savants who like to make AIs, like Elon Musk, who can barely talk out of the side of his face, and the other guy from Peloton. He talks just like Elon. They probably were brothers. But I shouldn't say things like that because these people are better than I am. That's right. Remember, if you're poor and you're on even Social Security, which they'll probably take that away from us anyway, because we're just, that means that we're poor and we're still living off the government. Even though we paid into it, that doesn't matter anymore, right? So forgive me. Forgive me for breathing. Forgive me, you people up in the high, you government people who make, like I said, six figures or more. Don't know why and how you do, but you do. And then, of course, all you people who are in government and Hollywood and all you people, you big shots, who are we, the little people? The people of the country mean nothing. Who are we to mean something to somebody? We're just nothing. We mean nothing. And who am I to think that I'm better than any of you? That's right. Who am I? I'm just a poor man. I was brought up in a foster home. I was already broken. We can't have broken people in America, and I guess maybe that's what I am. Maybe what I should do is lay down and let you all just run all over me, because what good am I, right? Right? What good am I? And Donald Trump, I would like to say, thank God that you don't have to live out in the street. Thank God that you're a president who has a nice comfy bed at night and you don't worry about money. You can get a Big Mac whenever you want. You're not like the type of person who's poor who has to get a Big Mac in the back of the restaurant, out of the garbage, dumpster, half eaten, probably got mold on it. But hey, it's food, right? And who are we? But see, if we eat out of the garbage, we're stealing garbage. You're stealing other people's garbage. You can't do that. That's illegal in America. And another thing, you people who don't want to live in a house and want to live in a camper, you can't do that. I have a Tahoe. I couldn't make that into I could, but I'd probably get tickets or probably have it taken away from me because it's a rolling house, and we can't have that in America. We have to have stable housing. I've heard other things that if you buy land, you have to put a house up there the way they want you to. Who are you to think that you could put 2 or 3 houses on your own 10, 20 acre property? You don't have a right to. And here's the thing. Who are you to call yourself a good citizen? You don't obey. They're going to want you to roll up your sleeve and get your vaccine, or I can't do that because I have a conscience. I have a backbone. But who am I? You mean to tell me that maybe, just maybe, you'll have to hold me down and roll up my sleeve to give it to me because I won't compete. But I guess maybe I'm broken because I won't I won't do what y'all say. So you're probably going to have to take people like me out, because we're an eyesore. Like if I said, if I lost where I'm living now, I'd be out in the street. I'd be an eyesore. You can't have eyesore. We don't want that to look, we don't want Trump's America to look so bad. We can't. I remember in Tennessee, they're trying to mow down people in tents because they don't have a right to live in the woods. They don't have a right to do what they want. No. So if you want to be a good citizen, if you're poor, stop being poor. If you're in the street, stop being in the streets. And if they come to pick you up to put you in a FEMA camp, obey. That's all you gotta do. Just thought I'd have to say something, because I'm a problem, I guess. People like me, we're problems. We speak too much. We talk too much about truth. And of course, we don't live in a land of truth. Of course not. We live in a land of lies. And that's power. That's power. To live in the land of lies is power. Who the hell am I to think that I should have a right to exist in America or anywhere? I'm just poor. I wasn't born with a gold thumb, no, or a silver thumb. I wasn't born with that. I was born with plastic thumb, rubber thumb. I was born to be nothing. We can't have nothings in this country. We gotta make America great, right? So people like us should probably take ourselves out, right? Because and then if we do that, we probably be fined after we're dead because we killed ourselves and bled all over the ground. Somebody's got to clean that up. And if you are poor, they're probably going to put you to work. Go pick some fruit in 120-degree weather, which you're not used to doing at the age of 65. Yeah, this is an eye-opener. This is the America in which people want. A perfect, wonderful America. An AI controlling America, where everything works according to the way it's supposed to, according to the people above. So remember, if you're getting ready to lose your home, you don't have a right to. If you're getting ready, you lost your job, and you're getting ready you got no money, and you're getting ready to be pushed out of your apartment, well, you better get another job. Oh, that's right. Jobs are being gone because of restaurants closing and stuff. And another thing, I really have a problem with this, but who am I to say that? We got to make America racist again, right? All the videos about, I guess that's the best thing. Everybody needs to be racist, right? Everybody needs to hate everybody. That's the new America. That's right. We got to hate those who do not comply. Well, I guess I'm hated. I can't comply. I won't do. I'm broke. I'm a broken man. I can't do what's right according to the new government in which we're living in. I don't have a right to exist. So if you're like me, who the hell do you think you are to exist? If you're poor, living in the streets, who the hell do you think you are to live in the streets here in America, to make America look bad? We need to make America look great. So get all the tents off the sidewalks, sweep it all up, push these people out. Where do they go? Well, we put them in FEMA camps for a while, but I also heard you may have to recognize, some of us may have to get in line to a guillotine. That's right. If you are a problem in America and you won't comply, you're broke. And you can't be fixed. Like they sent you to treatment, and then you don't do drugs, but you're getting treatment anyway, because you're out in the streets. So you must have some type of addiction, right? So here's the thing. if you're poor, you may have a family. Well, they may have to take your kids away from you if you don't have any more home, and you can't live in a van, and you can't live or anything, and you can't have a camper anywhere, because if you can get fined for it. They'll take your kids away and put them wherever they need to go, away from you, because you're not a good parent, because you don't have a job and you're living in the streets, and you can't have children living in the streets. Maybe we'll board your child at a rich person's house. They can stay in the basement with all the toys and stuff. This is your new America, people. This is what's here. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. Doesn't matter. If you are not one of them, you are nothing. You may be middle class now. It's coming. You will lose your middle class status. If you're not up there in the echelon with the adrenaline, if I'm saying it right, drinkers and stuff. If you're not up there with the pedophiles, all the people in government, all the people in Hollywood, if you're not up there, and CEOs and stuff of big corporations, if you're not up there with them, and who are we, once again, who are we to complain about the foods in which our corporations make for us and give us? Who are we to complain about all the poisons in the food? Who are we? And another thing, America's great. Even though America's great, you got to understand, high prices is only for those people who can afford it. And if you can't afford it, well, you can't have it. This is your America. Enjoy it. Enjoy your life to the best of your ability. But if you're poor, you don't have a right to do that. You got to be rich. You got to be in the know. You got to be part of the boys club. Illuminati. Masons. You got to have graduated from a high society school like Yale or some other place. But and education, and if they decide they want to put something in you to make you smart, like you can get smarter if you put a chip in you, download stuff, turn you into something that you're not. And another thing, religion. No more God. We can't have a God competing against the AI God. We can't have an Elohim up in heaven. We can't believe it. And we have to live in a round world that circles the sun. Even though it doesn't, you gotta believe that it does. Because that's just the way the world spins, right? So just remember, if you're a nobody, admit it. If you're poor, own it. Because they own you. Actually, you can own it, You're poor, and if it's not your fault, it doesn't matter. You're poor, and it's an eyesore, and we can't have you out there in the streets making America look bad. Because we got to do what Trump wants. We got to make America great again. Right? So it's coming. This was a sarcasm. If you come into it in the middle, no, I don't think this way. I'm just making a smart-ass comment, okay? And I would like to say this, and I hope that Mr. Trump hears it. Mr. Trump, I would love to see you in the streets with no money, just the clothes on your back, no credit cards, and I'd like to see you, get yourself a nice Big Mac, because I know you like Big Macs, but you won't be able to go through the front door to get it because you won't have any credit cards or any money. You'll have to go in the back where they put all the garbage. And Mr. President, would you go into a garbage dumpster and get yourself a half-eaten McDonald's burger that's probably spoiled and starting to turn green? Would you eat it? I don't think you would. I don't think that you're man enough to be poor. I don't think that you could handle being poor. Okay? All of you people in high place, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle what people handle. Some of the people who handle the things they handle, you couldn't handle it. And I have a very, very big hatred for people who treat homeless people like they're nothing. You're nothing. Like I said, take everything that you own away from you. Take your family history. Take all of that stuff, your bloodlines, take it all away. You're nothing but a pitiful piece of shit human. That's all you are. Just like the rest of us. Derby Jack out.